Hello friends, now we'll see the isometric view when front view and side view is given. So this is quite interesting example having front view and a right hand side view. So first of all, you see the overall dimensions. That should be your first target. Length is directly it is mentioned 56 mm. Width is 105 and height is 80 mm. From this, easily we can draw the isometric box. Then how we have to draw the isometric box? So for that, see, draw the horizontal line, then vertical line, and once we mark these two lines, then afterwards we have to draw the two inclined lines at an angle of 30 degree on left hand side and one line is on right hand side from the origin. So the intersection of these two lines, it is always the origin. So we can mark this, and this point is going to be origin. Once we mark these three axes, these are the three axes. Now as per this example is concerned, this vertical axis is used for height, so it is going to be length. From the front view, length is towards left, and in the side view we get the width, it is towards right. Then mark all these length widths. So length of this object is 56. Then how we can mark this 56? From the center 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and 56. It is going to be 56. We can mark easily, and on right hand side its width is there. So width is 10, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and it is 105. So this is going to be width, and height is 80. How we can mark 80? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. It is going to be this. And for drawing the proper isometric box, always I'll suggest, once you mark the height, remove this upper portion of this vertical axis. Only you keep perfect height. Perfect height. It will be useful for us drawing the isometric box very fastly. Wherever we have marked the length, from that mark the vertical line. Then width we have marked over here. From that again mark the vertical line. So you can extend this line little bit on upper side, or you can mark later on. And from this height, draw the line parallel towards right, towards left, and wherever these two inclined lines intersects, from that one line will be towards right. Towards right means parallel to width, and other line will be parallel to isometric box of this object having length 56, width 105 and height 80. Again, so my experience tells, if we follow few techniques, such problem becomes very simple. And that technique is what? So here if you clearly observe the side view, in the side view the major part is missing, means So whatever this rectangular portion is there, so it's this part is not existing at all. And when we draw this box, we consider it as a rectangle. So such big triangular portion we can cut. And then how we should cut this triangular portion? For that, again the method is very simple. So this point from the origin, it is 25 mm. So mark the point 25 mm. So 20, 10, 20, 25. Once we mark this point, then what you have to do? From this point, join this corner, because it is till the end, and join this. Once we join it, so whatever this triangular portion is there, it is at this place, and we can cut this in a complete way. So for that, we have to use the line parallel to this length. We can cut in this way, and that line is already there. Then now the task is very simple. What we have to do? So remove. So for triangular cut, we'll be removing, once we mark this line and this portion, we'll be removing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. And this you cut on priority. So you will find this object. Simple. Means you have to remove it. And if something little bit it is remaining, so anyway it is light line, but it disturbs us, that's why it is better to remove. And you will have to add one more line. So that line, how we have to add? So this is going to be surface after cutting it, and it is going to be non-isometric surface from this till the end. And now see it. If you see its side view, so its general shape is something like this. Means in this portion only our object is going to be there. Then after that, again what you are supposed to do? So first thing, if you see in the side view, it is a completely rectangle, and in the front view also, do not think initially about this trapezoidal slot. It is a rectangle. Means its front view, in the front view and side view there is a rectangle. Means having, this object is having at the bottom just rectangular box type structure. So first you try to draw its frontal portion. Only its frontal portion you have to draw. And how you have to draw it? Observe it neatly. Backside portion initially avoid. The reason is, I'll tell. See, its height is 25. And from this up to this mark 25. Then again mark this also 25. It's 25. And from this also it's rectangular portion. We can mark 25. This part. And say for the base, use these lines. It is 105. 105, and its whatever that base is there, it is having 25 mm height, then this also you can mark. Completely. Now if you see it in the front view, this gap is there. So this lowermost line, so which it will be starting from the origin. From the origin towards left, there is a gap of 26 or whatever this 56 is there. So here easily you can mark 15, 15 on both sides and leave that gap. So from this it is 15, and from this also it is 15. Definitely that remaining gap is going to be 26. After drawing this base portion, so if you see in the side view, these two surfaces are there. So these two surfaces are having some partition, means they are not in this plane. At the same time here, 1, 2, 3, these three surfaces, means now this base is in this frontal plane. So whereas these two, they should not be in this plane. Then how those we have to draw, we'll have to see. And now at the same time, if you see, so whatever this surface is there, so this Y type surface, so from this point to till the end, it is a single surface. It is the single surface and it is on this non-isometric line. At the same time, 50 and 55, there is clear-cut partition in the side view above this base plate. Then what I'll suggest, first you can mark this 55 from the origin or 50 from right hand side. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55. So this point, and from this point draw the vertical line. Draw the vertical line. Correct. And if you see it right now, so it is matching with this two. So this line is. That means from this, on this non-isometric surface, draw this horizontal line. Draw this line parallel to length. Then first task you can do on this surface. So when we are looking from this side, immediately after this base, we should find Y type single surface. Then how we can mark it, that also you can see carefully. So centrally it is 15. Centrally it is 15. Means first mark its center, whatever this 56 is there. So at a distance of 28. So it is 20, 25, 28. So mark its center, and from this center, so whatever 7.5, 7.5, 15. So it will be little bit approximate because so whatever the least count while drawing will be having. So that least count is how much? 1 mm. So marking that 7.5, it's comparatively tough. But still we'll mark it from this point. Mark 7.5 on this side and 7.5 on this side. And from this, so we'll have to mark the parallel line to this non-isometric surface. And here also I have marked after 7.5 this portion. Correct. Then see it. So these were the two non-isometric line, and immediately after that, from this line, how much we have to mark on both sides? It is 12. It is 12. So from this point, 10 means we'll start from this, and it will be up to 12. Similarly, from this corner, so we'll start 5, 10, 12. So it is going to be 12. So whatever that remaining portion is there, so it will remain on both sides a similar portion. The end, now we have to join, or it is simple to join with the help of this scale only. This point we have to join with this topmost corner. So this is the topmost corner. Then similarly, this point also. This corner. Correct. And now if you see it neatly, you are having such type of shape, Y shape. Correct. And then after that, what you have to do? Join this portion. Now if you see the front view, that Y shape we have drawn, then after that, so from this point, this surface and this surface and this surface, they are not in a single plane. So first we'll mark from this point the line parallel to length, means where there is going to be a change of surface along this line. That change of surface will take place along this line. So just we can mark light line. So on back side that portion may not be visible, and if we draw these two columns 12 mm 12 mm, already we have taken this 12 12, how we can mark it? Its height will be this much. So this portion and this height will be definitely same. So we can mark from this portion. Correct. And again from this point, and now you will find that 12 mm like this, and from the back side only one line will be there, means that column portion is over. It is like this. So the frontal portion is completely visible. So this part, and now this surface and this surface, they are not in same level. So how we can easily mark this? See that, so this trapezium is not in the plane of this rectangle. When partition is there, surface will get changed. Then how we can mark it? So this portion will be like this. It will be like this. And see, this plane is changed. Similarly, this triangular part, it is inside. So it is inside means if we mark this line parallel to this, see 30-degree line parallel to this, and if we join this point to this point, see that whatever in the side view, three things we are observing: rectangle, trapezium, triangle. All three must be in different plane. Rectangle in this plane, it is little bit slant and it is inside parallel to it, and only that single line from this, it is enough to have such similar isometric surface. And so whatever this portion is there, for that also one line from this in this way, it is enough, means that backside portion is over. So this problem very fastly we can finish if we are having the neat idea about isometric view. So whenever in two surfaces partition line is there, surface will get changed. Now draw this line, and now see, except trapezoidal slot, this object is almost finished. So very difficult object, but if we follow the proper procedure, very interesting one also. Then for drawing the trapezoidal slot, when lengths are given, it is very simple. If this length is given, then it is very simple. In earlier problem we have drawn, but now here angle is given, and we cannot transfer the angles as it is in isometric view, because already those axes are elevated at an angle of 30 degree. Then for that, so we have to follow some proper procedure, and that procedure I'll explain. So that also you observe neatly what you have to do. See, first the height of that trapezoidal slot is how much? It is 10. So mark the 10. So here we have to mark two parallel lines. I take a gap of 10 mm. So with the help of roller scale, it's very simple. Then draw one vertical line, very light. Then afterwards, so whatever that gap is there, that gap is 15, 15, 56 minus 30 means 26. From this center line, mark 13, 13 on both sides. So 13 on this side and 13 on this side. Once you mark 13, 13 on both sides, after that mark two lines at an angle of 60 degree. So from this point, draw the line at an angle of 60 degree. So you can make it dark also. Mark 60 degree line on this side. Similarly, from this point also, mark a line at an angle of 60 degree. From both the sides, mark the lines at an angle of 60 degree. Then you can draw this trapezium. And then what you have to do, so even though you have drawn, so you must dimension it also. So how that dimension should be? Trapezium. So that gap is 26. It is 26, and vertical. So when smaller dimensions are there, so you can mark like this also. So these arrows you can show in this way. And this is 10, so that height is 10. At the same time, this is 60, it is 60. So this additional construction is must. And then afterwards, so this distance and this distance we are going to use in isometric view. How we can use it? So in this isometric wave also, so already this center point is there. So from this center point we can mark this line, it will be useful. And from this height of this slot is 10. So on that we can mark 10 and draw a parallel line. So parallel line to length. Then in the compass take this distance. Means we cannot transfer the angles, we have to transfer the distances. So this distance, and if you check it, so this, if you are drawing correctly, this distance will be perfectly same on both sides. It is going to be this much, so it will be same. So you can check, and from this center you can mark this distance on this side and on this side also. And once we mark this, then mark this line, isometric line. So it is parallel to length. So it will be from this point to this point. And now, so in the trapezoidal slot, always there are non-isometric lines. So we have to join this point, and on this side, this point. So it is the trapezoidal slot. And now in this trapezoidal slot also, this edge is going to be visible, it is going to be hidden, and it is going to be hidden, and it is going to be hidden. So for that, again we have to mark this edge from this point to this. It is going to be parallel to this width. Now this is the complete solution of this problem. but at the end don't miss the dimensioning also. How to dimension? So it is the, on this side there will be width, then over here length, and height will be over here. So it is 56. This width is 105. See, on dimension line, on upper side only you have to write the dimension always. 105. And height is, it is 80. It is 80. So it is the isometric view of this object. So along with the drawing, do not miss these three overall dimensions at the same time. In this example, angle is mentioned. Whenever angle is there in the isometric view, additional construction is must, and that additional construction you can do like this. Do not erase it. So it is the overall procedure of this object. If you like this video, share it, like it, and subscribe it. Thank you.